Welcome back. Let's see if we can continue here. I remember being very stuck on the question. But is it possible? It's called the Great Question. And when we entered the building, it said where. Is it... I thought I tried this already. But is it... I'm like 99% sure I had already tried that. This feels like a painting that shows a map of some place. Oh no, it's a non-Euclidean. Huh? What? Like, that's the only one I could do? What? Was that it? No, this is new. Who is another question? Who? I'm quite majorly confused. Why? Because that is the homophone indicator. So can I... Or is it trying to tell me, hey, the reason we got the letter Y is because, well, it's a question. So portals can be like teleporters. Do we have a bright blue building? I don't think we do. Also have no clue how to get there. To the honeycomb. Well, I guess that's something, but... Hello, Greyonic. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having an alright day. You don't have to worry, man. It happens, you know? Well, I hope you're feeling better. Well, that's nice. Well, since you haven't seen the first 2 streams about this game, have you played the game Anti-Chamber? Oh, well, I hope nobody got hurt in the storm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. At least you're safe. What 4-letter colors are there that I can write with these letters? Gray? Okay. So I'm going to guess... Yeah, did I have the letters for pink? Yeah, oh, I did. Gray. I'm going to guess the gray with an A, is that the American spelling? And gray with an E is the English or British spelling? I keep always messing up which one is which out of them. Okay, but why feels like it should be a letter that lets me do a lot? I mean, nobody got hurt from speaking like Yoda a bit, or referring to yourself a lot. Okay, so all the way in, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But yeah, so the reason I mentioned Antechamber is because this place, or this game is very non-Euclidean, just like Antechamber. However, I would argue that I have quite a lot of issues with this game. Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, horn. I think I was able to guess that this meant horn is a part of something. So, or, I mean, obviously one of these, yeah. So this means horn is a part of rhino. But yeah, one of the biggest issues I have with this game, and the reason I'm not a big fan of it being non-Euclidean, is because there's just no reason for it to be non-Euclidean. Like, at least with Antechamber, there's a very legitimate reason for it. Like, it has a very logical reason as to why, because that's kind of like quantum physics and everything is sort of the vibe and the entire point of the game. But here it's just non-Euclidean for the sake of being non-Euclidean. It also has some very odd issues, or choices in my opinion, like when you unlock a new letter, sometimes a previous part of the world will have unlocked a part of the wall that suddenly is open up, so there was no way for you to see that there was supposed to be a door there or anything. Which means that constantly, every time you get a new letter, you have to constantly backtrack to the beginning and go through every room you've ever been in to see if it has changed. And I think that is just horrific game design, because the map keeps getting bigger and bigger with each new area I unlock with each letter. So the fact I have to search through the entire map over and over again each time I get a new letter of the alphabet is just really frustrating. So it's incredibly non-linear in probably the worst way possible. Anyway, cactus. What's something inside of a cactus? Needle, prick. I thought it was called a prick. What's a part of a cactus? Because this is part of, yeah. Or a part. Yeah. And because it is grey, we do know that we have all the letters required. Nope. I didn't know. Do you really call like the base of a cactus a trunk? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't speak English. But what's another part? So we don't have the needles. There's flowers on some, there's arms, but that's not 5 letters. Flower, I am missing a lot of the letters required for that. Just gotta double check. Huh? Where am I now? Okay. What? So yeah. The negation of that is we have to look for a part in it, and we have to look what it's a part of. Thorn, maybe? Do you call it a thorn? I thought it's just a prick. No, yeah, apparently it is thorn. You're right. This room just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's obvious that the room flips. Huh? I mean, this is the letter E, but I can't deposit the letter E because it's not a letter I have. Okay, thorn. I guess most solutions is just gonna be thorn then. Head, nose. I don't have E. Eye, brow, hair. Colony, ant. Yeah, I can't see what it is. Alright, that was the engine room. How do I get to it? I guess we're in this orientation now. So duo is a part of... What is duo a part of? Yeah, that felt a bit weird because it's not a part of both, it is both. I can't repeat letters, so it's not troop. I can't write couple because that's not 4 letters. Please don't be part. Yeah, thank you. Because that felt like it would be okay. Our duo is... Yeah. So what's a subset of a duo? Or not subset, what's a superset of a duo? And there's nothing else for me to do here. I first gotta fix that. Or I've gotta fix this to do that. Are there any ones, cheeky ones, I can do from here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, so the whole face smiley is probably just exit, and this is turn everything upside down, basically, because that face is upside down. I mean, I don't think it's evil. I think it's actually pretty nice, because that means you're so much more limited with the words you can create. Otherwise, you have just a million possibilities, and that's just a hellish to go through them all. Star. Hopefully not. Yeah, because that would be more like a synonym than a superset. What consists of a duo? I mean, we have like an artist, a group, a troupe. Do we have any collection words? Like that? Or like words for some form of group? That's 4 letters. Let's see if it's any of the dumb ones we've had so far. So it wasn't horn. That's good at least, because that would have not made any sense. Yes, but that's not what it is. This symbol means a superset. So that means, just like how horn here, if it would have said horn, rhino would have been one possible solution, because a horn is a part of a rhino. So we're looking for duo being a part of something, and duo being a part of horn doesn't make sense. Hint? Word? Choir is too long. Band? No. Bond? Bind? And because I don't have E, I can't write side either. But I guess that would be dual and not a duo. I'll come back to this because there's other E's. No, I can't use you. Okay, yeah, no, I have no clue how the orientation is supposed to work anyway. Well, it wasn't my intention to do that. So I've already been here. I can only go to wall paintings. And here we have our duo. So let's go back to the face. And let's go up. Or rather upside down. Come on. And from here, I guess we drop down. Now we have 2 wall paintings, so I'll go for this. And we have now engine and caboose. And that just exits everything as well. So caboose, I don't know what that word means. Engine is a part of a car, it's a part of a bike, it's a part of a... the end of a train? Trains? Okay. Engine, train, yeah. So I think the only one we have remaining potentially is... Actually, no, wait. Oh, that's just a shortcut. That's nice. Oh, that was the exit. So yeah, I guess it is just the dual that we have to solve. No, don't worry. Like, so far, this game started out fun, but last stream it just got very annoying because of the repeated backtracking, the lack of direction, and like these symbols, some of these do make sense in what, or are somewhat logical what they actually mean, but some of them are just completely out there. Like, it's very hard to find how they are connected to what they represent. And in those cases, it's just annoying. And now, when I have more letters, it's just more and more annoying when you find one of these new symbols. Like here, I know what this one means, but there's other ones I haven't figured out what they mean. And it's just, okay, how am I supposed to learn what these mean when I have like almost every letter available, and I just know it has to be something done to this, and it's gonna be like 5 letters. Like, it's so many possibilities for what it could be. So I don't mind backseating this stream at all. Especially for stuff here like Duo. I don't know who Aliens Rocks is. I mean, 100%. One of the issues is, of course, if you just don't know the word, like caboose. I did not know what that meant. So how am I supposed to know what it is a part of when I don't know what the word means? Sure, I can look it up, but that kind of ruins the experience a bit if I have to look everything up. And for some of these symbols that I've come across, it doesn't help how good your knowledge is of various words in English, because this symbol just doesn't have anything to do with the word itself almost, and it has to do with other stuff. And in those cases, you just have to figure it out somehow magically. Also, the music is getting a bit annoying because it does not properly succeed in what background music should be, in my opinion. Rail, sail. There's too many words for me to guess. What's a four-letter word a duo is a part of? I mean, I don't think it can mean anything literally. Like the literal duo. Because that would just mean two people, but I can't really find, besides band, any word for a group of people. Or a four-letter word for a group of people. I mean, if that's... yeah. If that would have been it would have just been dumb. Yep, I mean, that's the issue. Like, yeah, with the letter E, there are probably some stuff. But I don't think a duo is a part of a duet, because I think... I guess kinda, but it feels more like a synonym than a superset. So probably what it means, it might not just be then a duo of people or duo of entities. Could it be a pack? No. Is there anything else duo can mean besides two in a grouping? And even then, what would that even mean? It's that it's a part of something. Because I don't feel like being stuck here all day, I'm gonna give myself a clue. So it starts with T. And that's the only clue I will be able to get, because the game doesn't support more clues than that. Tank? I disagree. I disagree heavily. Because this, to me, means that there is a duo of the three people in the trio. Two of them are more important or more grouped together, which is just BS. What's an antenna part of? An ant? So I think that's all. Oh no, here's a new one. A rowboat. So instead of a rowboat being a part of something, it's something that's a part of the rowboat. What's the thing called in English that you use to paddle yourself forwards with? Or propel yourself forward? Okay, so it is a paddle. But that's not 3 letters, so there's something else then. Or, okay. It's somewhat similar then to Swedish. Åra. I mean, it very much probably is just from the Norse word. Like, okay, this thing is just an entire... It's a huge E. Which means E... Oh, wait, here's an unsolved one. Oh, there's 2 unsolved ones here. There's a sneak peek as well, but how do I change the gravity in such a manner? How do I do that? Oh, there's one more there, so yeah, there's some way I should be able to flip. Yeah, I mean, I guess that has to be it. So I need to get up one more. And now I just have to be skillful. Snipe. So a tail is cat? No. A tail is a part of... What other animals have tails? Dog. Owls don't have tails. I guess technically cod, because fishes do have tails. Not all... I don't think all birds do. Do you really count do you really count penguins and kiwis as having tails? But they don't even have feathers at all. So... Rat? Okay. I'm gonna go in there. So this is... a whisker... Oh, it's... No, okay. Boom, cat. No? I guess rats have whiskers. It's not really what I typically associate them with. Outfit. 3 letters. So something is a part of an outfit. Hat? Brim is a part of a hat. Oh. Well, that would have been easier than to... Well, now I have E. So now I want to get to the white. So I need to orient it so it's laying down. E. No? Oh wait, maybe you want me to do an M. Because that's what it is right now. Or maybe it will give me an M. No, I think the W place is where I'll get the M as well. So probably it wants me to get M and then get back here. So I guess I'll just return to the entry. Yeah. I mean, it does break the rules of how it's worked in the past, but you did see that I did input. I did input the E, so it's like I tried. So yeah, this is basically, I gotta remove 2 letters. That's what this says. Here remove 3 letters. Cape. Able. Here we have a rhyme. Ale. Whale. Pay. Shale. Trail. Because this unlocked after I got an E, I'm gonna guess it has to have the E in it. So it's probably LE being the last 2 letters. Stale. Want. A synonym for want is... What's a synonym for want? Wish. Okay, I'll come back to that. Label. Able. Luster. Lust. Old. Ancient is too long. Aged. Trust. Bust. Lust. Oh, stale. Want. Lust. And the last one is able. So let's head to the blue path. No? Okay. So there's something I have not been able to activate. Here. The dark room I'm fairly sure I've already solved. I didn't check that. It could be. Not here, at least. Wait, maybe, because when I get here, I go blue, red, red. So maybe if I go blue, red, red... No, it didn't do anything. Yeah, it just works that all I gotta do is just cross this line and I'm there. So it's just saying, hey, go blue, and then red. Okay. So there's something else there that I gotta remember now. Hopefully. So if we go back to the gallery, there's so many I can do here. The Parthenon. Who? Okay. Revitalized. I so hate how it's non-Euclidean for such an or for no reason, actually. Well, something opened. You opened. Hi. Two. Well, that was buggy. Okay. What was the point of that? Like, this suggests there is something more. Like, was this it? What? That's so boring. feels like it's something missing, or I know there is something missing, I just don't know what. Okay, but I guess that's that. Let's do the owl level. And I can see the Z. Foul. Yeah, but I mean, those words are a bit everywhere right now, so it's... they're not doing too much. Crush. Slush. Thrush. Brush. And this tells me I do not have the letters required. Picture. Black. Pencil. Stencil. Wing. Add 2 letters to wing, what do we get then? Swing, so we need more. I mean, yeah, we need 3 more letters. Waiting, maybe. Oh no, wait, I can only use 1 eye. So far, everything has been somewhat related to the owl. So what could the wing be then? An owl has wings. Brewing? Nope. Drawing. Gotcha. Okay, so what about you? I hate these. This doesn't even make sense. So my understanding of this symbol means a word that comes after, like a compound noun, and this means a word that comes before. Obviously that doesn't make sense unless it's a word that I guess can come both before and after. And it's a long word as well, which is very scary. Which should also reduce what it could be. So, I mean, my explanation won't really do you any good, because I know my understanding of this symbol. Yeah, I mean, it's Twitch. My understanding of this symbol is it means the solution is a word that comes after this and forms a compound noun. Like black and, red and, sun, tan. And this being negated means that the solution is a word. Oh, I have never gotten that option on any stream. But yeah, so this negated version means that the word, the solution, can come before to form a compound noun. However, I know that explanation is incorrect because it has not... It doesn't explain all of the ones with it as a clue that I have been able to find. So there is some rule I am missing, but it works somewhat well. So my guess is the solution can either come before primary or after primary to create a compound noun. And we do know, not only is the solution a very long word to write without repeating a single letter, it is also somehow related to drawing or an owl. Like, the first thing I think of is like a primary coating. Wait, coating? No. And coating primary doesn't make sense. Predator? No, I can't use the same letter twice. So the double R, and it was too short. And obviously it can't be painting, it's too short, and it would double use the I. I guess I'll come back to that one. Had, shade, show, shower. I don't think I want to split the S and H apart. So it has to be sh something. Showed. Shadow. So I don't have that yet. Sketch. Remove to lettuce. Seth. Oh, H. I'm dumb. Past, add 2 letters, pastel, lay, lady, slay, play, clay. I don't have that. Shoe. Do. What's a rhyme to shoe? That's 3 letters and related to art. Shoe, shoe, shoe. Blue is too long. Orange, nothing rhymes with that. Grey, white, black, shadow, edge. What could it be? True is too long. Q. Sue. Hue. Etch. Sketch. Okay, that was a bit of an odd one. Range. Orange. It's able to do it from here. Still can't, you know, get the last piece I need. Still haven't solved primary. And I guess this is another irk I have with this game. Like, I've unlocked this area long ago, but I clearly do not have all the letters, and I almost have all the letters of the alphabet, but it's still not enough to actually finish it. And who knows what letters it is that I miss. I mean, given what all the other ones are about, I can't think of anything but primary coating. Or coloring. Well, I can't solve this area anyhow because I'm lacking the lettuce, so there's no point in dwelling on it for too long. Fizzle, I don't have Z. How do I make a rhyme to fizzle that doesn't use Z? So maybe the ul is... No, it would be weird if it's just a singular sound. So it's probably something else. Chisel. Oh, this opened a new path for me. Back to the beginning. Well, can't solve that yet, so that's lovely to know I've spent all that time doing nothing, and this is just a shortcut to tree. Lovely. At least it seems like I've gotten... Oh yeah, this is one of the worst tracks in the game. So, this character at least, the pyramid means you amp it up, essentially. And the negation of that is, of course, you diminish it. So we're looking for a 4-letter word that is a smaller amount of damage. And probably contains Y, because that's the only new letter I have, I think. And E. Actually, no, Y... Yeah, Y and E. One of them. No, it's not the opposite. It is still some form of damage. It is just a less damage. Like, yeah. So it's not an antonym. So what do you call a small amount of damage? A scrape? But that's too long? But maybe I'm thinking too literally, because, like, increase of damage is ruin. Yeah, sure, guess. So, a lower form of damage. Wound. Scrape. Jack. Dent. Okay, yeah. So a 4-letter word that when amped up becomes sleep, so it can't be nap. And here we have a lower version of rest, so what's less than resting? Nap? Actually no, because a rest does not have to involve sleeping, it can just be like you lay down in bed. Chill? I'll have to come back to that one. Jump, leap. Lego time! Hello, Pastor. I've been able to make progress at least, but my frustrations with the game have just increased substantially. It is a very... It is a game with quite a few flaws, and some of them are unfortunately quite big. So good. What's a weaker version of good? Glad? Possible? Okay. And a stronger version of good is great. A stronger version of Wade, walk? I don't fully know what wade means. I think I've heard it in the context of like wading through water. But I'm not sure if that's correct. Okay, so that is correct. Still does not help me with what a stronger version of wade is. Sway? Okay, so that's the definition of wade. But how do you do that more extremely? What's a more extreme version than going through a heavier medium? Going through a wall? No, I don't have the letter M, so no, it can't be swim. Dash? And it wasn't walk. Probably includes E or Y. And E is such a commonly used letter in the English language, so it doesn't really tell me anything. You plow it? Yeah, but if it would have been plow, it would have been a word I could have done quite a bit ago, because PLO and W are... Actually, no, L is one of the more recent letters I've gotten, I think. So yeah, that would have been a possibility. Step. because you can step through snow and step through water. Boat. Yep, I've already tried walk. Is everything alright over there, Gray? The weather broke a lot of stuff and now your headphone cable's destroyed as well. I guess cleave, if I had more than 4 letters, cleave could potentially work. Clip. Slip. That's weird, because I do not have that experience whatsoever. My headphones aux cable have lasted for like 2-3 years. Yeah, Poster, I don't know if I've heard it either, because this is such... Like, to me... Wade, sure, wade through water and wade through snow, I'm familiar with those expressions. But what is a more amped up version of wade? Like, if you're not just moving through a heavier medium than air, what is the more extreme version of that? Well, that sounds like you should get a new headset, Gray. I mean, yeah, then you definitely should change. Not just so you get a better outlet, but also, you know, headphones do get dirty. You can somewhat keep them partially clean, but there's always going to be stuff you can't really clean. I mean, I guess dive is a good... Thank you, Poster, but I dislike this game now even more, because this, I do not agree with this either. Poster, you were not here earlier, but we had another clue where the symbol was part of, and the clue was a duo, and apparently the answer was trio, which felt odd. That, like, yeah, of course 2 people are a part of 3 people, but a duo and a trio has, like, different connotations, at least to me, when it comes to the dynamic between the people. So, what's the antonym for grow? Wilt? Die? Yeah. 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 I mean, to be fair, you tried to be quite rude. So small, and we make it bigger. Or we make it more extreme. Oh, Poster, you didn't hear about the rant. Okay, so I'll do a synopsis of basically my rant about this game, but to me, I started out liking the game, but I dislike it more and more. I think non-Euclidean geometry, which this game abuses so hard, it has nothing to do with the concept of the game. Like, there is no point in the game being non-Euclidean. And you always have to be very careful when you use that technique, because it very easily becomes confusing and disorienting to people. So it just didn't make sense. And some of the word puzzles are just... you just have to know it. Like, if you're not a fluent... even if you're a fluent English speaker, I don't think you will be able to solve all of these necessarily. And I think that is a bit problematic. The symbols are not clear whatsoever what some of them mean. There are still certain symbols that I have no clue what they actually mean. And that is a problem with the tutorial, or the game never having a proper tutorial for most symbols. And when there are tutorials for a particular symbol... No, even crossword players would not like it, because the symbols doesn't work for them either, because it doesn't make sense. Like this symbol that you helped me with when it comes to and, I still do not know what this symbol means or does, because I have not found any one rule that works every time. There have been some cases where it just doesn't work. It did work in the room with the black ant, carpenter ant, and red ant, but there have been other places where this does not work whatsoever. So it just doesn't... the symbols don't make sense. Sometimes the answers don't make sense compared to the clues. And the non-Euclidean stuff is completely pointless. And lastly, the music is kinda bad. It is very... it's very notable. It's not very good background music, and it's not very well produced either. And I would have loved it, but I would have loved it so much more if it was just remove the non-Euclidean elements, make it more clear what these symbols do and mean, and it would have been great. Or it would have been a lot better at least. Like this squiggly line right now, I think it has like 2 different meanings depending on what the symbol it is paired with, which is just poor design. And then, once again, yeah, there is also just, there are certain combinations that don't make sense whatsoever what they mean, certain symbols don't make sense what they mean. It's just, yeah. So, what is a rhyme to router? That's... okay. Crutch... blush... Oh no. I think it's fine recommending games you haven't played, because I know of certain games that I haven't played personally that I know are amazing. So that's completely fine. I think the problem could potentially be if you just go based off what others have seen without you having your own view of it. I think that could potentially cause issues, but I mean, I can 100% see why you recommended it, because it started off really strong. It's not until you're deeper into the game, like right now, where it starts to burst at the seams. I've already played The Witness twice. Why would I play it a third time? Oh, yeah, I guess. I've played the Talos Principle 1 and 2 many times too. I've done all endings of Talos Principle 1. I've also speedrun Talos Principle 1 privately. Talos Principle 2 I've played actually on this stream. I have VODs on my VOD channel of me playing through the entirety of Talos Principle 2. So, yeah, I've already done that. Noun contains two N's and also does not rhyme with noon. We're just gonna flu, ku, zoo. Glue. Glue. Drew. Clue. True. I don't get how you can, like, out of all the possibilities of all the rhymes, you always get the right one before me. I go through so many before you. Dune. Rune. Okay, maybe it's simpler, because like true and tile are fairly basic words. So maybe there's another basic word I'm looking for here. No, prune is too long. It wasn't rune. It wasn't dune. I mean, I would love to type a boon, but that requires 2 O's, so that's not gonna work. And I can't type goon either, because that's also double O. Tune is also double O, but maybe that tune? Yeah. Gone does not work there. And now we're back in the tree. So I guess the question now is, where am I supposed to go? I don't know, actually. Oh. Yeah, I have E, so a lot should have unlocked now for me. Because it's such a common letter. So now comes to the annoying part again, where you just have to go through the entire map. So here we add a letter and remove a letter. Probably because we're gonna spell tower. No clue what it did, but... yeah. Still can't do these. These have unlocked substantially. Almost all of them are doable. So I guess I couldn't do that, but let's see if there's something else first. Actually, I guess we should do them then. So let's do the brightly colored one. So we have red, blue. Red, blue. So we have cones. No, cone. Alone. So cone. And then we negate, but what is it we negate? What is this supposed to be for symbol? Yeah, I can't remember what this is supposed to symbolize. So it's very difficult because that just mean whatever this is, I have to negate. And then I have to apply whatever it is to cone. And it involves the letter E. That's all I know right now. But a plus at the bottom feels so weird. And then just a random dot on the left. Like what is this? What is it even supposed to be? I mean, if you look at them from above, they make sense somewhat. Sometimes it is a bit of a angle. Still don't know what this does. But even if I look at it from a different angle, what is it even supposed to do? Because this free floating dot will always look a bit odd. Or maybe it is an angle, but what's the angle then? Yeah. So I can't do that one. I think I did see that my stuff over there, these ones I have no clue where they are. How did I do this? So I guess I did find that one. Oh yeah, wait, I could see that from above, so yeah, I can do these. But let's do this, all of them, okay. And these I have to travel a very long way to get to. Here they are. So, question mark is who the fudge knows what it does, what it means. What tower did I open? My guess is, like, this is a fountain, obviously. Grey, that is just an outlook of a vantage tower. I've always had it unlocked. I just haven't been able to do the clue at the bottom. There are some stations like that where there's just a station randomly somewhere and it just doesn't seem to do anything. So unfortunately that one does not do anything. There is a vantage tower over there as well. And that one does actually let me do some things. But no, the one over there does not. But this one is, I'm gonna guess, like something is up here with fountain. And I don't know if this... I'm guessing this is... Oh, wait. Oh. The clues are in the shadows. So here we have parts of, so a superset of a fountain. A superset of a fountain has something to do with face or listen. This, a synonym to moon, is somehow related to fibs or listen. And a synonym to moon would be Luna? This one just barely has a shadow at all, so who knows what this what this is. Oh wait, no, it's a pyramid, so it's a more extreme version of whatever this is. But okay, so we have tree and remove a letter. Yeah, so this is definitely should be the letters thing. And so remove a letter from tree. So we get T is what I'm guessing. T. No, not the T. T-E-E. Because then if we remove the R from tree. Or I guess T's, because it could be... I mean, it's technically trees. It's several of them. So if we have T's... What do they mean compared to they and face? And is the solution not just T's then? T-E-E-S? Is that not just a solution? Or I guess actually because it's between a bunch that I have to figure out which one it's actually a solution to. Oh yeah, you're right, double letter E. But what is it then if I remove a letter? Trees. Tres does not sound reasonable. So, what? I see no dot here. Yeah, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. And I don't know, Gray, since you do speak English, is there a synonym to the moon that isn't Luna? Forest. Oh yeah, I guess it is forest, grove, could be any of them. But it still does not help me with which one of these words are supposed to give me that. Yeah, one of them is smaller. But I don't see how that is, or how that creates forest, or just which one of these four is actually gonna be, or have that as a solution. Crescent moon. Yeah, but that's all moon. I'm talking synonyms. So, what's a synonym for a moon? Yeah, like, Luna is the only thing I can think of. But none of these make sense to be Luna. And then we have this, a more extreme or amped up version of whatever this is. A house, a dead tree. Oh wait, maybe it's not moon. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird way to make it. Maybe it's not a moon, maybe it is just a shape crescent it is referring to. But what's a synonym for crescent? Or I guess maybe crescent could have moon as its synonym, or moon can have crescent as its synonym. But I believe most of the things in the tower were needed 4 letters, so it's probably crescent and its synonym is moon. But which one of these would then have moon as the answer? Without brute forcing all 4, of course. I don't know what fibs means, so I'm always going to be at a loss for this. I guess it's not cheating if I look up the definition of a word that is the clue, so I can actually try to figure it out. A trivial or childish lie, and it's in plural. Well, that's definitely not moon. And also, I still don't know what a fountain is a part of. Decorations? Yeah. Yeah, this one just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna see if actually I can brute force moon. Because it's not really gonna help me. If I figure out which one is moon. Oh right, I don't have the letter M. That's pointless, but okay, let's try lies. Nope. If that's fibs, so it's like... Okay, so synonym. Orange-brown, was that the correct orientation? Yes. So this was supposed to be synonym. So this one, it goes there. So I guess a more extreme version of... I mean, I guess maybe what this means is... So a more extreme version of... Or an amped up version of they, maybe? Because I'm thinking this, a part of, might actually be face. And a face is a part of a body or a head. So the green purple should be body or head. I'm gonna see if that works. Okay, no, it didn't work. So what other clues could we have? A more extreme version of a face does not make sense. It could be a part of a cube, because they have the, faces. So if it wasn't those clues, it is remove a letter, but that doesn't make sense. See, this was listen. So listen. So the three remaining shadows I have is remove a letter, which clearly this is not going to be remove a letter. Wait, none of them is going to be remove a letter. Because they and face, or face and they, yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking, that hey, these those objects are just there to somewhat create a shadow, and I have to apply the shadow to the words. Kind of like, oh, the synonym is for fibs is lies. But the problem with that would be one of the is the connection itself. Hate how long I have to travel. So I think listen is probably the one that is going to be the easiest. So that's purple, yellow. Well, that's not really yellow, but okay. So this is listen. So this one has been inverted compared to the real one, okay, for some reason. So listen. It's not remove a letter, which is good. So it is either I'm looking for a super category or superset, or it is something more extreme. What's more extreme than... What's a superset of listen? Listen is a part of... conversation, a part of talk. It's a part of our our senses. Hearing, yeah, but that's more than 4 letters, unfortunately. So what's a listen a part of? I mean, it's a verb. Or to listen is a verb. It is technically a verb in the imperative form. But imperative is a bit too long and I don't have the letter M. Okay, I'll leave that one. That feels so weird if it's a superset of loud. Yeah. Or a subset of loud. Okay, so the is they. So besides that, it's face. And what's left is superset or... What's left here is superset or the... I'm looking for... either looking for superset or more extreme, but I don't know what a more extreme version is of phase, so that should probably be a superset of a phase, whatever that could be. So this must be that I'm looking for listen, but more extreme. And I don't know what a more extreme version of listen is. At least that's 4 letters long. Yes, we made some progress. We made some of these. Right now, I'm trying to look for a more extreme version of listen. No, it's not here. And hearing is not a more extreme version of listening anyhow. And it's specifically listen. As in, you know, the challenge, listen. Yeah. Like, I guess one way to do it more extreme is pay attention, but that's 2 words and definitely not 4 letters. Now, if it is... Okay, so let's... So what is a superset of face? I've already tried head and body. It's neither of them, unfortunately. Side, I believe I tried as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, superset. So what I mean with a superset is I'm looking for something that has as a phase as a part of it. So, for example, if I have, I mean, in mathematics, if I have an integer like the number 4, a superset of integers is something that contains all integers but other stuff as well. A true subset can also be is always smaller, but a subset can technically be the same size as well. So essentially, what I'm referring to is I'm looking for some word, some category where a phase is a part of it, or a phase is a category in the category, but it's amongst other things as well. No. So in that case, it would be... Yes, this is the fountain thingy. It's basically the almost tetromino looking thing. No, the one with the house is the more is pyramid, which means making things more extreme. And the reason I'm fairly sure phase has to be that we're looking for the superset of phase is because what does it mean to make a phase more extreme? What does that mean? Where could it be? Okay, so let's leave these for a bit. Let's go for these. So it's the dark yellow ones sides. Which, to get to that one, the easiest way is to go through here, go through the cheating path of the maze, go here, go here. Oh, I can do this one. How? Here I can see that. And some of it. So we have the yellow. So yellow-green is right. And we can see that there's an eye in front of it. That is a superset indicator, but I can't see what word would be in that direction. No, so you're talking about subset right now. Yeah, you're talking about a subset. Things that are... Oh, I can do this. What's the antonym of erase? Create. Make. So yeah, face would be the superset of all of those things. But we're looking for the superset of face. So we're looking for what does face belong to. Or what face is a part of. Right. Okay. Did that do anything? I can finally just run, that's nice. This one I could not see. I'll guess we'll have to go back to that because I can't solve all of these anyhow. No, I guess the big question is for me, what is my next objective? These I can't still do still. These are all done. Oh, yeah, I can do you. So the control center hasn't opened up anything new. Wonder what the point of these are. Actually, no, maybe they require... the letter P? No. So I need to find what other letter could there be. I guess F. If I had F, I could maybe do that. But yeah, this character just doesn't make sense, this combination of characters passed there. And it's one of my main frustrations, because this teaches you that you change a letter each time. Continues to show you change a letter, but what the fudge doesn't mean to negate changing a letter. That doesn't make sense. Body, head, blank, wood planks, just die. That's the color red. Unfortunately, yeah, there's very few of those that are actually 4 letters. And I still don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I can do you now. The opposite of teach. What's the opposite of teaching? Yeah, I guess learn. But is that enough letters? Yeah, it was. Okay. What? That looks like an alien. Ah, what a beautiful landscape. Just void. The void box. I mean, you might have something to do with it, because all of these are actions, or... Yeah, they're all actions or professions. So like a heal, doctor, oh, I guess. What do you mean, top word? Oh, this thing? Yeah, this thing negates, so it reverses or inverts or like polar, does the opposite. Well, pen is not a profession. So these are fly, but I don't have F. Saw. Cut. So I guess it is, what do these do? Ah, yeah. But what does a wrench do? Turn? Yeah. Till? What? What does a till? Oh. So that's what it's called in English. Dig, shovel, digs. And I can't, like a lot of things, I can't do the rest because I just don't have the letters required. Let's see, maybe I should go back then to the M room. No, actually this is not the M room, but... For... I guess it's just I'm missing F. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely missing F for that. So let's see. M room. Can I do the M room? Like, this gives me W, but is there a way for me to make this give me M? Maybe there isn't, because it didn't really look like there is. And maybe this will give me M. Have you forgotten? But yeah, I need F for that. It could try down in the one. I mean... The problem there is just it's not enough letters. And this one... Yeah, none of these are. It's not enough for any. So I would really like F. Where can I get F? I have so many letters. I still also have not unlocked this. When do I unlock it? Okay, got some more stuff there now. Do you know? Okay, what now? Okay, it just did something, but I don't know where it did anything. That's the... I guess I technically still have paintings. Some of the paintings in the gallery. But I don't think I have enough to do all of them yet. So but I don't know if there's anything more I can do currently. So let's go to the gallery, I guess. What painting? I did not jump into this black one. Oh no, darkroom I've been in. There's another way to go to the darkroom, so... See, this is the problem with it. It just doesn't make sense why these are connected the way they are. Okay, can I do anything with you now? Or maybe you require me to do the jobs things because you have this similar color schematic. Yeah, it's very strong colors, no shading or anything, it's just... I guess I'll go back to the gallery. So this, I have no clue what to do with, because it feels like I did everything. Here, I think this is where I get M. Or I need to go here with the letter M. Not sure. This just takes me to the treehouse. And oh. So certain things I do lowers the shapes. I think I've picked up a letter, but I can see immediately that I haven't been able to pick up all of the required ones. That is P. But what letter do you want me to put in there? There's always a reason for these. There's always something it wants in there, but I don't know what it wants. The Parthenon still has an exit, but no clue how to get to it. And this just takes me to Revitalized, which is frankly a nightmare. And it feels like there's gonna be something on the right and on the top as well. Oh, color. Red is a color. What does that do? Blue is a color I can write. Didn't seem to do anything. Okay, so do we have any three-letter colors besides red? Nope. There's clearly so many paths that I still have not come across. I think I'm gonna go to the hinterlands, like I can't be bothered with this game to go on for too much longer. So apparently F is, I mean, I get it from where I think I got it, but I just don't have the letters required for it, so I don't know why it says I have, or maybe it just says I have the room unlocked. Hi again, but you never say bye. So what letter is that? That is X. Very odd letters. So if I go back to the path... So I guess there is an... What does this mean? Hi again, but you never say bye. Does that mean I find where I've written bye and remove it? Is that what it's telling me to do? That's a return. There's a lot of grey doors as well, which... or like doors that feels like... Or is it this sort of stuff where, oh, one thing open, one thing closes? Doesn't seem like it. Is there some other word I can write here? I don't think so. Other than return, or other than turn. Yeah, but that doesn't follow the clues. Still no clue when this exit door is going to be used. Alright, we had some stuff here. I? Oh yeah, it just sounds like I. Sly. Ply. I don't have F, so I can't do fly. Try. Cry. Rye. Rye. Shy. Oh yeah, bye. I think it's, yeah, try. Bye, yeah, you're right. Die. 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 Pie. Lie. Hi. Hi. Hey. Why? I already tried cry, unfortunately. Already tried rye. Technically it doesn't have... No, to rhyme it would have to be at the end. Already tried rye, unfortunately. Already tried both die and die. Sigh. But what is it? We're supposed to be able to do this. We know it uses a relatively new letter, because it's been a while since I've been back here, so it's like P, L, W, and E, I think are the ones that are new. Or S. And Y, I think also probably is new, so there's quite a few it could be. Sky I haven't tried. Oh, that's a shame. Sly? Spy? Oh, I spy. Bruh. Il momento de Binos. Wanda. And this one I've already done. Oh right, we know now paintings are like Super Mario. Wait, why are we back here? So I don't know what these words are supposed to be. Like, it's not poor, because having P here does not help. Actually, no, it might be poor. And I can't enter through there. Wait, why can't I enter through there? Oh, it's probably because I have to do the other room. So I'm looking for what letter can I get rid of. Yeah, that just opens that. No, because, I mean, I need to get upstairs, and so far the only thing that has been able to get me upstairs is P and R. And R is to go, I'm going to guess R is to get P, which is why this happens, and then P is to get F, which is why this happens. So is there something else that happens in this room? Like, nothing in here happens. The painting in the gallery? Like, I think I know the solutions for both of these, but they require me to have both P and R. Which means the letter I need to input here is F. But I can't input F because I don't have it, and I don't have it because I... Yeah, no, I think I know... Wait, I got an idea. I've got a dumb idea. I hope this isn't... Okay, it doesn't even let me input, good. Otherwise I was thinking, wait, poor, I can start with the P, and then I go and change to the R for the P, and then I can input the R there. But that would not work for this, because I think pro is the word I'm looking for there. So we have pun fun. Is there a pun somewhere? Or is it possible for me to, like, use the R? I think I got R from here. To use the R. No, it's or the P potentially to like, here I can do put. No, it is hard-coded which one's right. Pite is not a word. Pun doesn't change a letter. Oh. Oh. I hate that I still have so many red ones. I have almost all the letters of the alphabet, but I still have red terminals. Okay, what's a lesser version of sprint? It's probably a jog, but I don't have J. Walk is too long. What's a lesser version of sprint? Run? Minor. I don't have M, so... What's the antonym for minor? No, antonym. I don't know what this character means, so that doesn't help me. I don't have F. So, no. A gemstone rock? It really helps that I don't know what it is. I mean, if we assume it is something that precedes gemstone, because that has been the logic that works most of the time. But what's a compound noun that's... Pole... what's a more extreme version of pole? Rip? Loin, coin. Small, large, hop, leap. So it's bird, queen, gemstone, and pole. Still not gonna be enough to do all of this, but okay, I can... What's a more... So queen, size? I don't know Z right. Yeah, no clue. Since I can't solve this anyhow, I'm gonna go back to it. So red doors are open, because I probably wrote red in the control terminal, which means that the cyan doors everywhere might be able to be... I'll try rule. Nope. So if the control central opened the red door, that means that's how I open the cyan doors. But the problem with that is this only accepts 3 letters. And I don't think inputting cyan here is gonna do much. You always get a noise if it is correct. Can try teal. Nope. Nothing heard it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I can try, pull again. And see if drag is... Wait, do I have the letters? Yeah, I do have the letters for drag. Right. I gotta re-enter red. No, that was such a good guess, though. Paul. I don't have J. So, if we go to the control center again, has it shed any light on what we can do? No, it's still the same two it says are available. Hi again, but you never said bye. So something with the Parthenon. And this gate. So if I go to the control center, if I write bye here. No, it doesn't even accept that. So what could it mean? But you never say hi again. Or hi, but you never said bye. I'll try that next time. Nope. Luckily it wasn't anything stupid like that. But I don't get, like, okay, I've done these, but what do they do? Why do some of the puzzles do nothing? And I still can't go through there. That's all solved. I haven't unlocked any new letters, so I don't think this is gonna... Yeah, it's not all. I can't do the tree because I haven't unlocked any new letters. I mean, both of these I have solved. I Spy is probably just a big hint. The locked off place has do you know all around the outside of it. I have exited through this door. This is an exit, so I do know how to get there. It's actually super easy. All you gotta do is head in here, turn around, and boom. So yeah. And that blue building I believe I have fully solved, so there's not anything more there. But how do I fix... So what is it with the Parthenon? What does it mean? Yeah, I've been streaming for a while though, so I think what I'm gonna do is call it for this stream. So... thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your morning, day, evening, or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you in the next stream. So until then, take care.